Out of hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars, across 13.8 billion years of cosmic chaos, you landed here, not as a rock, not as a gas cloud, not as space dust drifting aimlessly through the void, but as you, as trillions of atoms, forged in exploding stars, somehow agreeing to meet up, self-organize, and throw the most improbable party in the universe. This party is called you. As Buckminster Fuller once said, "I am not a thing, a noun. I seem to be a verb, an evolutionary process, an integral function of the universe." And let's pause on how wild that actually is. Because those atoms, they don't just exist. They see sunsets, they fall in love, they laugh uncontrollably at dumb jokes, they cry during movies they pretend don't affect them. Those atoms invented music. They built telescopes to look back at their own origins. They encoded memory, meaning, humor, and imagination. And sometimes those same atoms just want to eat pizza and binge-watch Game of Thrones like it's a sacred ritual. Think about it. Hydrogen from the Big Bang, carbon from dying stars, neurons firing electricity like tiny lightning storms, all collaborating so you can say, just one more episode. This isn't random. This is statistically absurd. The odds of you existing, with this body, this consciousness, this moment in time, are so small that physicists don't even like talking about it. And yet, here you are, breathing ancient stardust, riding a rock through space at 67,000 miles per hour, aware enough to question existence itself. That's not ordinary. That's miraculous with a sense of humor. So if you ever feel small, or behind, or like you're not doing enough, remember, the universe bent space, time, matter, and probability just to see what it would feel like to be you. So here's the real question. After 13.8 billion years of cosmic trial and error, after stars exploding just so your atoms could exist, after consciousness waking up as you, what are you going to do with this year? Not out of pressure, not out of hustle, but out of gratitude. Let's make 2026 the year you stop playing small in a universe that clearly doesn't do small. The year you say yes to the idea, take the trip, make the art, heal the wound, laugh louder, love deeper, and finally trust that being you is already enough. This is not a year for shrinking, not a year for playing small, not a year for waiting for permission. The Firehorse asks one question: what part of you is ready to run unapologetically toward your true path? This energy favors bold decisions over safe delays, truth over comfort, action aligned with the soul, not fear, creative risk, spiritual courage, and embodied leadership. Historically, Firehorse years are known for shaking systems, igniting revolutions of thought, and awakening individuals who can no longer tolerate living out of alignment. If things feel intense, good. Intensity is the signal that stagnation is ending. You are not being rushed, you are being activated. The Firehorse does not burn you to destroy you. It burns what was never yours to carry. This is the year too. Claim your voice, choose momentum over doubt, trust your inner compass, move like your life matters, because it does. Run toward what lights you up. Let the fire refine you. Let the horse carry you forward. The Firehorse does not whisper. It arrives like thunder on open plains. In ancient symbolism, the horse represents freedom, instinct, movement, and destiny in motion. Fire is willpower, purification, passion, and truth made visible. Together, the Firehorse marks a year where hesitation burns away. This is the year we showed up fully to the miracle of being alive. Every ancient civilization carried the same prophecy. Not written in one language, not guarded by one culture, but echoed across continents and centuries. That humanity would forget, that the inner eye would dim, that intuition would be replaced by obedience, that the sacred would be externalized into systems, symbols, and authorities, and that for a long time the human spirit would sleep. But the prophecy never ended there. It said there would come a time when the conditions would become unbearable, when distraction would peak, when artificial light would replace the sun, when noise would drown out inner knowing. And in that very moment, the remembering would begin, not through temples, not through priests, not through institutions, but through individual awakening. The pineal gland, once called the seat of the soul, would stir again. Dreams would become vivid, synchronicities would increase, intuition would return. People would feel a quiet pull toward truth, simplicity, and inner clarity. This is why so many are waking up right now, questioning reality, feeling called to detox their bodies, calm their nervous systems, and reconnect with nature. It isn't random, and it isn't madness, it's remembrance. The ancients didn't say everyone would awaken at once. They said enough would, enough to change the story, enough to restore balance, enough to pass the knowledge forward, not as belief, but as lived experience. You weren't born into this moment by accident. You are part of the generation meant to remember what it feels like to see clearly again. The inner eye is reopening, not to escape the world, but to heal it. For centuries, the pineal gland was dismissed as symbolic. But modern science is beginning to reveal something extraordinary. The pineal gland regulates melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep, circadian rhythm, and dream states. It is active during deep meditation, vivid dreaming, and altered states of awareness. It is also associated with gamma brainwaves, the fastest brainwaves on record that are linked to peak focus, mystical experience, and expanded perception. And emerging research suggests the pineal gland may play a role in the production of endogenous DMT, a powerful neurochemical associated with visionary inner experiences. Ancient cultures didn't have EEG machines or neuroscience labs, yet they consistently identified this tiny gland as the seat of intuition, vision, and spiritual awareness. Today, that same gland is overstimulated, calcified, and chemically disrupted by modern life, blue light, toxins, EMFs, stress, and circadian disruption. When the pineal gland is supported and cleansed, clarity improves. Dream states deepen, inner awareness sharpens. In the ancient Vedic teachings, the sages spoke of a subtle energy flowing through every human being, a living electromagnetic field shaped by our thoughts, our emotions, our breath. They discovered that when the mind is clear and the heart is aligned, this energy rises, illuminating every cell, tuning the body like a sacred instrument. But when our thoughts grow heavy or fearful, the vibration lowers, clouding our senses, weakening our performance, and over time, calling illness into form. Today, we return to that wisdom. The chakras, 7 luminous centers spiraling along the spine, are gateways of consciousness. Each one carries a frequency, a lesson, a key to transforming subtle energy into strength, clarity, vitality, and purpose. From the root, where safety and belonging take shape, to the sacral, where creativity flows, the solar plexus, where willpower ignites, the heart, where love expands, the throat, where truth vibrates, the third eye, where perception awakens, and the crown, where we remember our infinite nature. You have the ability to balance your chakras during meditation. Breathe deeply, feel your energy begin to rise from the root upward. Visualize each chakra becoming more illuminated as you focus inward, slowly guiding your consciousness up your spine. Allow the colors, the geometry, the sound, and the rhythm to recalibrate your subtle body. This is the journey of the chakras. This is the art of healing energy. Long before pills, devices, or chemical shortcuts, humanity already knew how to awaken the inner eye, but through alignment. Across ancient civilizations, the pineal gland was activated using the same timeless principles. Even though the cultures never met, they understood something modern society forgot. The inner eye awakens when the nervous system becomes quiet, the senses become refined, and awareness turns inward. They practiced in darkness, entering caves, temples, and moonless nights to let the pineal gland recalibrate to natural rhythms. In the absence of artificial light, melatonin surged, dream vision intensified, inner sight sharpened. They used breath, slow rhythmic breathing that altered blood chemistry, increased oxygenation, and gently shifted consciousness without substances. They used sound, drums, chants, flutes, and overtone vocals to vibrate the skull and stimulate deep brain structures. Sound wasn't just entertainment, it was neurology. They used fasting and simplicity, not as punishment, but to reduce sensory noise so subtle perception could emerge. They practiced geometry and visualization, holding inner symbols, spirals, and points of light to train the mind's eye, strengthening the very faculty that allows us to see dreams. And above all, they lived in rhythm, with the sun, the moon, the seasons, and sleep itself. These weren't spiritual beliefs, they were activation protocols, carefully refined over thousands of years to awaken intuition without overwhelming the psyche. The ancients didn't rush enlightenment. They prepared the body so the vision could arrive naturally. One of the greatest miracles of the human body, hidden in plain sight. When you close your eyes at night and suddenly step into a world of color, shape, movement, and story. Where does that vision come from? Your physical eyes are shut. The room is dark. No light is entering your body, and yet you see. The organ that allows this is the pineal gland, the ancient third eye, the spiritual lens the mystics called the eye of spirit. Deep inside your brain is a tiny structure containing photoreceptor cells, the same kind found in your actual eyes. It can literally detect and generate light. Your pineal gland produces biophotons, tiny particles of light that flicker inside your brain, like stardust in a midnight sky. These photons illuminate the inner world, projecting full sensory, 3D landscapes that you walk through every night. Dreams, imagination, memory, hypnagogic visions, all of it is inner sight produced by this ancient organ. This is why shamans, yogis, and Egyptian priests treated the pineal gland as a sacred gateway. They believed dream vision wasn't random. It was a portal into deeper realms of consciousness, ancestral communication, and guidance from the unseen. But today, many people barely remember their dreams at all. Their inner vision is foggy, muted, silent. Because the pineal gland has become calcified, coated in toxins, heavy metals, blue light exhaustion, and overwhelmed by modern electromagnetic noise. When the pineal gland is blocked, dreams fade, lucidity weakens, imagination dims, the inner world becomes distant. But when the pineal is cleansed and reactivated, dreams become vivid again. Colors return, symbols sharpen, lucid dreaming ignites. Your inner world becomes alive, a realm as real as waking life. You don't just dream, you see your dreams. Long before religion became rules, there were the Gnostics. They taught an idea that became dangerous to those who wanted control. That divinity lives inside you, and that truth is not handed down, it is remembered. Gnostics called this awakening gnosis. Not faith, not obedience, but direct inner knowing. They said humanity carries a divine spark trapped inside a world of illusion. And the key to liberation was activating the inner eye. The Gnostics believed the physical eyes show you the surface, but the true eye reveals the hidden architecture of reality. The visions, the dreams, the sudden realizations, the inner light. Sound familiar? Modern science now confirms the pineal gland contains photoreceptor-like cells and produces bioluminescent chemicals tied to dreaming and vision. There was a time when stillness came before power, before warriors were trained, before leaders were trusted, before knowledge was handed down. You learned how to sit, how to listen, how to regulate your inner world before you were given responsibility in the outer one. Ancient cultures understood something we've forgotten. A mind that can't be still and hold a powerful vision is easy to manipulate. A nervous system that's always activated is easy to control. In a world overcome by misinformation, cultivating our intuition and discernment is critical. Being able to dream ourselves into being is more important than ever before. Today we live in constant stimulation, notifications, noise, urgency, comparison. And we wonder why clarity feels rare. Meditation was never meant to be an escape. It was an initiation, a way of training attention so perception stayed clear even in chaos. Stillness wasn't passive, it was preparation. In a world that profits from distraction, choosing to sit quietly is a radical act. Cultivating our inner compass and activating our pineal gland is as vital as it's ever been. One way to do this is through awakening the mind's eye through a specific type of theta-inducing sound journey, combined with a very specific guided visualization. This type of meditation isn't about escaping the world. It's about training perception so clarity survives inside it. It's about remembering the innate gifts that were given to you. The Gnostics knew this long before microscopes. They taught that when the inner eye awakens, the illusion collapses. You no longer serve false authorities. You see the system. This is why their teachings were erased, their texts burned, their followers silenced, because an awakened mind cannot be controlled. They called it the Wedjat, the Udjat, the all-seeing eye. But the ancient Egyptians weren't worshipping an eye in the sky, They were pointing humanity back to the eye within. Most people don't realize this. The Eye of Horus isn't just a mystical symbol, it is an anatomical diagram, a perfect overlay of the structures deep inside your brain. The curve of the brow, the spiral beneath, the teardrop tail, all of it mirrors the pineal gland, the thalamus, the corpus callosum, and the energy pathways that govern intuition, dreaming, and higher awareness. The priests and priestesses of the mystery schools weren't decorating walls. They were encoding neuroscience thousands of years ahead of its time, teaching initiates how to awaken an inner sense, a perception beyond the 5 physical senses, a living antenna reaching into realms they called the world of the Netas, the divine intelligence behind creation itself. To them, the Eye of Horus was never simply a symbol of protection. It was a training manual for activating the inner vision, a blueprint for opening the hidden portal within the human mind. But as centuries passed, that inner eye began to dim. The very organ once honored as the seat of the soul slowly sank into dormancy. Layer by layer, it became muted by modern life toxins that harden its tissues, fluoride and heavy metals that disrupt its chemistry, blue light that exhausts its rhythms, and EMFs that scramble the delicate signals it's designed to receive. Not because it's mystical, but because it's sensitive. Sensitive to light, sensitive to stress, sensitive to the environment you live in every day. Supporting the pineal gland doesn't require extremes. It starts with removing interference. First, reduce constant artificial light, especially at night. Darkness isn't emptiness, it's a signal that tells the brain it's safe to rest and restore. Second, clean water and mineral balance matter. Hydration helps the body gently release what it no longer needs, supporting clarity from the inside out. Third, slow the nervous system. Chronic stress tightens perception, calm opens it. And this is where guided meditation becomes powerful. Because the pineal gland doesn't respond to force, it responds to rhythm, breath, safety, and sound. When nature tones, gentle guidance, and stillness work together, the body settles, the mind softens, and awareness naturally brightens. And there's another layer most people never connect to meditation: dreams. The pineal gland plays a powerful role in regulating circadian rhythm, inner imagery, and the boundary between waking awareness and the dream world. When that inner lens is clouded by stress, constant stimulation, artificial light, dreams become fragmented, forgotten, or unconscious. A sacred instrument, once revered by entire civilizations, quietly lulled to sleep. Yet the ancient teachings always carried a prophecy that there would come a time when humanity would remember, when the inner eye would reignite, not in temples of stone, but within millions of awakened hearts. And that time is now. Your pineal gland was never meant to be dormant. It was meant to be luminous, sovereign, alive, a gateway to intuition, clarity, creativity, and the forgotten intelligence of your own consciousness. When the nervous system settles and interference is reduced, something remarkable happens. Dreams become clearer, more vivid, more intelligent. The Eye of Horus was the map. You are the one meant to open the gate. Gnosticism wasn't destroyed because it was false. It was destroyed because it worked. If you want to learn how to do this safely and intentionally, the doorway is in front of you. Now it's up to you to go through it. Science is finally remembering what the ancients never forgot. You'll be guided, supported, and empowered every step of the way. Comment Third Eye to get information on the powerful 3-step Third Eye Cleanse Protocol, plus Pineal Awakening Meditation.